I hope that's gonna be the case, as we should be back in the map. As Shadow is burning alive, 3-3 is the scoreline right now. Five deagles across the board, Shadow with one. He peeked out of the smoke, found nobody. Poker Face is still. Deagle himself, trying to peek from B apartments. He has JL behind him. Although his opponents are in decent positions, but the Molotov blocks him off. Doesn't die from it, however, Sender picks up one kill, but he will be traded off quickly. From the op shot. Shadow, he will be found by Shield once again. A simple peek against the opera that won't work out, obviously, for them. They just peek like that. But JL will find another kill onto A. Killing the opera Shield, and now he will get in a proper position to plant the bomb itself. Back himself away in a better position. Poker Face finds himself in jungle, however. The CT has already gone into connector. The Nasty does actually find himself a beautiful headshot. Poker Face gets another one, and it's actually JL who gets another kill. That's the thing. 43 is the result. Beautiful plays from the Deagles. That just shows how much power does the half-by has this situation. As JL gets another kill with the op. That was from a ramp, and Elvis, the Deagle himself, as is the majority of Team Titan. They have forced up this round with pistols and Kevlars. JL right now. Flashing his teammate Askew out. As JL gets another kill, and we're finally back in the stream. Jesus Christ, it took long enough, but Elvis will get another headshot. Nevertheless, Timechasers do have enough economy and enough money to toy around with their opponents and not let them save any weapons, as Elvis, at least for the time being, he will try to retain that AK. But yeah, most likely he will have the chance to save the AK, I'm sorry. As the result, they become 5-3 in favor of Timechasers. So far, they're playing pretty well. Two new boys in Poker Face and Sender are really getting themselves into the rhythm of Timechasers, as they have shown some decent quality so far. In the first 8 rounds at least, as Team Titan, they will have to make an eco round this time around. It's only Elvis who did manage to save an AK and Kevlar in the previous round. He will stay with those weapons. Does position himself deep in ramp. And Nopper, he does actually find one of his opponents. Shadow peeking out of Palace aggressively. He needs to be quicker if he can get those kills, and he does. He gets at least one. And will not get the other one actually, and he might be in trouble, but he's not. His teammates are picking up the slack, and it's only Carlos left. 1 against 4, nothing that he can do realistically with his deagle. Maybe just kill some of his enemies. Does get Askew. Makes a bit of a dent to his enemy's economy. And jumping out a window, he should be found by Pokerface, and he is a beautiful headshot from the new boy in the squad. 6-3 is the scoreline for Team Timechasers, as they're starting off their T-half pretty well. But it's another full buy coming in from Team Titan. It's the deagle buy that worked out for the Lithuanians that forced them into this position. An interesting counter smoke there. A counter Molotov, I should say, from Shield, but he misses a very important shot. He actually legs Askew, leaving in on 11 HP. Once again, a passive approach from the Latvians. They do not want to be overextensive. Timechasers, they're grouping themselves once again towards that A bomb site. And will it work out for them? They're lining up for the smokes. Askew will be the one playing in middle, and the other ones, they're coming out of ramp. And it's Sender who will be entering, not JL. Oh, he does get that first shot. The flash worked out perfectly. Shield was completely blind. Now Sender cannot find that kill through the smoke. And he will be found by the player who's playing under Palace. And actually it's turning into an abysmal situation right now. Only Askew left alive, and once against 4, not much that he can do, especially if he misses shots like these. Well, it's an execution that could have gone way better for Timechasers, but it was the player who's played under Palace that really proved himself to be a huge nuisance for the Lithuanian attack. But nobody cleared out under Palace, so that was their wrongdoing if I'm talking about Timechasers and that execution, because nobody played from Palace, nobody made the under Palace guy look at another position, and that led to the previous demise in the last round for the Lithuanian squad. But they're back on AKs. No EWP so far for the Lithuanians, as JL is trying to entry from connector. Destroy smoke on a jungle. He sees an opponent jumping down from default. He's not getting the kill. Pokerface does get an entry so far. JL definitely sees his opponent, but it doesn't even matter. Ascender is already taking things into his own hands, into his own manner, but you do not want to lose 2 people like that. And it should be a double peek coming in. Shadow will not hold on to that test, and it's Sender and Pokerface, the 2 new people in this Timechasers roster. Sender, he does not have a smoke, so the Molotov will make him switch his position. Pokerface gets a very important kill. Molotovs onto sights. Sender finds himself in a good position. He might get a double, but he gets none. And Pokerface, now it's everything and all down to him. He needs to clutch this one out, and he needs to quickly go in, and he does. Just in the nick of time. His opponent didn't defuse the bomb, and it was another round coming in for Team Timechasers. Pokerface, he's been playing phenomenally so far, clutching out very important rounds time and time again for Timechasers. And well, you know, it's rounds like these that really do shape the outcome of the games themselves, as these teams, they are really equally matched. So no big wonder that in times of needs you need to call upon such players as Pokerface, JL, those individual leaders that probably lacked previously. So far, at least, they are showing themselves as decent players. Another eco scenario for Team Titan. 5 AKs across the arsenal of the Lithuanian squad, as they do have the possibility to gain the double advantage in score. Another simple default play on middle. JL will be trying to entry once again. Pokerface will get the headshot there. Entering together with his teammate. Pokerface will get another one. Those are just clean-up kills right now. JL will check under Palace this time around. He does get the kill onto Nopper. Flashes out. And JL will peek onto CT. He was retributed previously and he will be retributed once again. But Sender will quickly treat his fallen teammate. As Pokerface will get another kill for himself. 15 on the board so far. JL with 13. Sender with 11. Surprise, surprise. Those are the three individual leaders that are shining so far for Team Timechasers. And it's another buy round. Shield once again buying that up, but this time around he will decide to play towards short rather than A. And Sender, he will try to do something naughty. Coming in from a ramp. Shadow plays Palace, so they can group up and try and get that first kill. But Titan, they're playing this one out passively this time around on 8. They don't want to show themselves so quickly. As Nopper is playing deep in connector, his teammate is deep in CT. They want to play out this one out passively. A minute left on the clock. Timechasers are moving towards bomb side A. Shield will get the first kill. And that was from B Apartments. He does find Pokerface, who was trying to lurk around and get the first kill, but no real map control so far from Timechasers, so the only thing left for them is to make an execution. And once again, it's bomb side A that's gonna be hit. Double cross smoke. One of them didn't work out for them properly, but it doesn't matter as they've thrown the triple smoke out, and they should be on their way to at least plant the bomb, which they do. And now Sender does have a big task on him, but it's Nopper who does get the kill through the smoke actually. So JL and Shadow, the duet that worked wonders previously for their team. Now JL and Palace, he does have to back away quickly, but the bomb is being defused already and Shadow will have no say in it. As Shield is even sticking the bomb without a defuse kit, but by the looks of things, JL will definitely save this AK. And it's round 5 for Team Titan. Well, the main problem in the last round was that they haven't had the chance to gain map control. They didn't go for middle control. They didn't go for the apartments control. So basically they've just hit a bomb site raw. They did manage to plant the bomb, which will let them conjure another buy. But all in all, not the best round for Timechasers. A retake which could have been played better. Pokerface will take a lot of damage from the nade. He's left on 55. Shield will back himself away onto bomb side A. But it's the majority of Lithuanians who are creeping their way onto bomb side B, and it's Pokerface who seems to be the entry guy once again. Flashes out, as are the Molotovs. Pokerface, he does hear the information at least. Well, he does get the full information now for where his enemies are, but well, this round is just being abysmal once again. 1 by 1 do Timechasers fall. Definitely another poor round from them. A round which they could have played better because they were 4 against 2 to be fair, but perhaps they just weren't ready. Sender, he does have 40 seconds on the clock, but the bomb is already in another position. He gets this kill, so it makes a dent to the Latvian team economy, which might be a nuisance to them, and Sender actually really pulled this one off. 26 seconds, 2 players left. Shield with a knob. Deep Molotov, Shield misses his shot, but Karlis will finish things off in this round. As he does get the final kill. And yeah, definitely do Team Titan have enough money to buy? As Timechasers, they do decide to take a timeout, probably a tactical one, to decide where they want to go, as well their financial situation is not in the best position right now, as they do not have enough money to conjure a proper buy for themselves. The timeout has ended, so it's the last round of the first half that will be commenced right now. They did have enough money to buy 3 AKs, Timechasers, 1 Galil and a Mac-10 in the hands of Pokerface. Not a lot of nades, so it will mean pace. From Timechasers, a flashing connector, Pokerface, he will be found in connector. So Shadow and Askew, they do have to hurry up. Nopper will find a double kill, Misplex with another, Sender with a quick trade, but it's a 4v2 scenario. For Timechasers, it will be a difficult one. Nopper, he's already found 2 in this round. Can he find more? Yes, he will. With the help of Elvis, actually dies in that scenario, but nevertheless, his teammate Shield will finish things off in this first half. 7-8 is the result so far. Pokerface, Sender, and JL, obviously the 3 leaders of Team Timechasers, have performed quite well. But it's Shadow and Askew who are lacking in their performance. They do need to step things up. But the T half was played well by Timechasers, and if they play as they did in the middle of the first half, where they played really nicely, then they can come out from map 1 as winners. So, Titan, they're on the buy. They took some time to delay the round, probably of technical issues. But Nopper, he did have enough money to, and enough time to buy himself utility. An interesting lineup being set from Timechasers. It's a triple man stack on bomb side B. JL with his position on short. Shadow with another good position. Pokerface hiding as well. So it's not a play on contact, but JL's position might be crucial in this round. If he gets the kill, that would be perfect. Or turns around at the worst possible time, but he should hear the flashes, or at least one of them. He does see an enemy. He will pop, as will the others. JL, it's one shot, it's 2. Pokerface will get the first kill. Carlos with a trade, but it doesn't matter. Shadow will get another one. Maybe he will get another. It doesn't matter. Sender will finish things off. Easy pistol round for Timechasers, and that was definitely beautifully set up from them. They had good positioning, at least on bomb side B. Maybe it was lucky that their opponents hit that, but the positioning which has been set up from the Lithuanian squad definitely showed that tactics have been rehearsed, to say the least. And Titan right now, they are on a quasi-buy. I mean, Nopper invested every single dollar in this round. In the meantime, his teammates invested into Deagle's shield only with a Glock himself, but he's the upper of the team, so maybe that's the reason why he's saving. As Shender, he stayed with the USP, anticipating that his opponent won't have Kevlar. It's only Nopper who does have it, who is waiting passively for his opponents to push. But Timechasers, well, they do have the bravery and the calmness not to push their opponents when they do have the better scenario. They don't want to make it worse for themselves. Askew is shoulder peeking. Pokerface trying to jump around, but he won't see anybody, as well. Still, the majority of the Latvians are, at least, we're heading towards middle, but now they decided to back away, and they will back away towards bomb side B. And another big task awaits Pokerface and Shadow. The duet in bomb side B. Pokerface has already played quite decently so far in this first map. He will have a chance to get more kills. Jumping out, Shadow, a big task ahead of him. He will get a double. Actually, that's a triple for him. Pokerface will get another. Nopper will get one, but Pokerface will trade him out with his USP, and that's round 10 for Timechasers. Obviously, it's just a start, as now Titan will have a buy. But again, it's not the best of buys, really. They will have AKs, but not a lot of utility. Just a couple of nades all across their arsenal. So really, Team Titan, their decision to invest into Deagles wasn't the best one, to say the least. As Askew will play this one out more aggressively. However, aggression is happening towards middle, and here we might see interesting action happening. Sender with his MP9 will re-smoke connector. JL will take some damage as he decided to invest into an AWP. Not playing Winder, that's the decision from Timechasers so far. And JL has realized that and decided to back away into jungle, as he left Sender alone in connector, but his position and his weapon of choice might be decent enough to fend off the attack of the Latvians. Carlos is trying to make something happen. Connector. Will he check that spot? Yes, he will actually. I'm surprised that Sender didn't see his opponent there. JL gets a quick trade, and now he needs to get more, as it's a 4v4. 40 seconds are left on the clock. But Elvis gets a very important double kill there. So important to get that, opens things up on bomb side B, and the bomb will make its way onto that bomb site right now, and it's a decision for Timechasers whether they want to save or not. And by the movement of JL, we can figure that thing out as a potential save. Disappointing, really, for Timechasers, especially on bomb side B, as they were just literally obliterated by Elvis with this double kill. Both of them headshots. Good entry from the Latvian, and well, Timechasers, they do lose the first buy round. And if they do manage to save their weapons, then they can conjure a buy in the next one. So it's a smart financial decision from the CTs to save their weapons this time around, as Titan, they will get round 8 on the board. Timechasers, well, they do have questions to be asked, and the main question is whether they want to invest in this round actually or not. As Pokerface, he only has $2,000 and Shadow on the best economy for him, but he decides to invest for himself. Yeah, there we go. Finally a buy on the board. 2 MP9s, an AUG, an AWP, and a Deagle. Definitely not the best of buys for Timechasers, but they've shown how much they can do. Little weaponry, that smoke actually worked out for Pokerface through the map. And Shadow, he takes himself with a very aggressive position, and he can get the kill, and he does get one, but he will be traded off from shield. Unlucky, he could have got a double. Pokerface, he will get one, he needs to get more. Pokerface, and he does, he gets one more. Maybe that will be enough. Pokerface with only a Deagle in hand, he did so much damage. And now the Latvians, they do have control of bomb side B, however, they have to be very careful. They want to plant the bomb or not. And JL gets a very important kill, leaving only Elvis alive, who will be finally picked off from Askew. And it's Timechasers. Actually, that smoke was really phenomenal for them. Again, it's Pokerface who threw that smoke. And all in all, he actually did get 2 kills after his teammate Shadow died. So not only did he throw a very important grenade, he also got very important 2 kills, which led probably to the round win for Timechasers, especially having in mind that he only had a Deagle in hand. So Pokerface really the MVP so far in map 1 for Timechasers, but obviously things are not over yet. Timechasers, they do not have the best financial situation right now, so both of the teams can really be reset. So this round is very important in the shaping of map 1. The Molotov delayed so far the attack from Timechasers, but it's JL who will get a double kill. Askew chiming in with one. His teammate Sender getting the double. And this is a beautiful showing of team play for Team Timechasers. I will remind you that Sender and Pokerface, it's the first official match that both of these players actually do have in their teams, so it's quite beautiful to see. JL once again playing aggressively, scoping down round, but he won't see anybody as Team Titan. They will move on towards middle. All of them there. Nopper will try to find somebody through the smoke. Will not shoot at JL. As JL misses his shot. He does like this Plex, but will have to back away, although Nopper, he can find himself a first kill. He gets legged as well, but it doesn't matter as Pokerface just trades him off from short. As Titan are still waiting to get that one pick off. Pokerface, he will not phase in this time around as JL and Pokerface, both of them getting kills. Pokerface with a quadra kill in this round, 25 for him so far in this match. A phenomenal performance from the newest addition in this roster. Definitely proving themselves to be a force to be reckoned with. But it's another buy round for Team Titan. And not a lot of them left for the Latvian squad, as well, the Lithuanians, they only have 3 rounds left, and it's an aggressive strategy to say the least. Both from GL and Pokerface in middle that has worked wonders for them. And Sender, he still hasn't backed away from Connector. He saw the grenade trail, so that's an indication from where his enemy is. He drops the bomb. Phenomenal team play from Timechasers. Perfect timing, perfect aggression from both sides of the map. Another flash shot. Sender will get the kill with the help of Askew. And you can say what you want, but they are proving themselves to be a big force this time around. Timechasers, after the roster change, well, things are definitely moving in a positive direction for them. Hopefully it won't be a fluke, as Titan, well, they're playing for overtime really, as it's a half buy from them, not investing every dollar. Deagles across the board, 3 of them with Kevlar. Askew, after having played aggressively, he will decide to back away. A smart decision from him, as JL gets another kill. He's on a roll right now, but he will get traded off by Nopper. A beautiful Deagle kill there. Askew, well, he's in trouble right now. Molotov was too late, but he does get a kill through the box. Shield will get a nice headshot onto Pokerface, but Sender will get a quick trade in. It's only Deagles, so Askew will die as well. Elvis will not find a kill as Sender gets another one. And it's round 15 for Team Timechasers. So far, it has been a phenomenal game, as 3 of them, they do have 20 and more kills, so that's really phenomenal from Timechasers. If we look at the scoreboard, but that will be commented on later, as this Plex, he only has 4 kills, that poor guy. So round 24, and potentially the last round on map 1 for Team Titan, but they do start things off nicely, as Shield, he finally gets the better of JL, managing to kill him. However, his teammate Elvis will be traded off quite quickly, as Sender, he will back himself onto the A-bomb side. An interesting strategic maneuver from the Lithuanians, both of them playing towards CT. However, the bomb is making its way onto bomb side B, as it seems. They're grouping up towards apartment, so Pokerface, he does have a big task ahead of him. Well, it doesn't seem to be the case, as The Latvians have actually decided to move back around. They do have only one smoke, so an execution towards bomb site A will be difficult nevertheless. They will decide to move towards there as, well, the Lithuanians have decided to switch things around and switch their defense around as well, leaving only Askew. Does have to throw that Molotov quickly, or quicker even. Doesn't even need to throw a smoke onto that molly. The nade won't do as much damage. Askew will flash out, try to peek together with the team. Scarlet is getting the kill. Askew will get one. Leaving this on a 3v3, but this Plex got another one, and he gets it on Poker Face, leaving Sender on low HP. Askew 1 against 3, not much that he can do, and this Plex, he got a very important double kill there. Leaving some hopes alive for Team Titan, as they do need to win 9 rounds in a row in order to force, not 9 rounds in a row, sorry, 6 rounds in a row. Nevertheless, it's still a big task for the Latvians in order to force this game onto overtime. JL, he will be naded down, and has decided to back away so far. But they're chiming in with the kills right now. Askew and JL, both of them getting a kill on Ramp and Palace respectively, leaving only 3 members of Titan alive, and that's what is worrisome for the Latvians. Really, they peeked alone, they peeked without purpose, both from different angles and both without flashes or anything, just raw peeks, and that didn't work out. Nopper, he will try to be the game changer in this round, as he has made a lot of ground in connector, and he definitely spots the shoulder. Yep, he spots out JL, gets an easy kill there. That's the problem, right? You do have 5 men alive, but nobody from them is watching middle, so Timechasers should definitely figure that one out, as middle was just left entirely open. But Poker Face will finally get the kill. Shield, oh, he switches out to the Molotov at the worst possible moment. He should get a kill. Yeah, he does, with the Molotov on Askew. So things are not over yet. He will throw a cross smoke, but Sender, he will get a very important double kill through the smoke. And that's it, 16-9, that's map 1. Poker Face and Sender, both of them, the new boys from Timechasers, they're chiming in with fantastic kills. 28 for Poker Face, 25 for Sender, 23 for JEL. So it's clear that we do have 3 individual leaders right now for Team Timechasers. Well, and hopefully if they continue to play like this, well, then the new additions in their rosters will definitely work out for them. And we'll see how things work out on map 2, and we will be back after a short break of a couple of minutes, boys. So get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, and we'll be right back with map 2.
this. She virgin, I took her. She said we should hook up with boyfriend and booger. Don't know me, then look her. I'm being your clouds. Pull full of Henny, I'm drinking a drown. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
I can feel it somewhere inside, haunting like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange.
So dear viewers, welcome back. This is the Baltic Esports League. It's Team Timechasers facing off against Team Titan, and you're greeted by me, Lisvunas, and we're actually witnessing Vertigo. I'm not joking, this is Vertigo on a competitive match play. I have no idea what to expect, but hopefully it will be interesting. The only time I saw Vertigo being played was in silver matchmaking, so it'll be interesting to see how do these teams play out. The first map was won by Timechasers. 16-9 was the scoreline there. It was Mirage, and I have no idea what should I even expect from this map. Shadow, a kit and 2 flashes. I guess that works on this map. I have no idea once again. He's playing by CT, trying to scope down tunnel. And he might actually see his opponent peeking, but they're not, as Sender doesn't see anybody there. Pokerface playing by that door. It can cause so many troubles. But Team Titan, they're just sticking around, playing passively, and literally nobody knows how to play this map properly yet. Not even the pros, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw surprises like these. And Pokerface, it did get a first kill, and it's actually by the support of Shadow. After all the things, Displex gets a nice headshot there, and it's Shadow and Sender left. Shadow out, and Kevlar will be difficult for him. Sender will try to peek aggressively here, but you will not find the headshot, and it's Team Titan picking up the pistol around here. Interesting to say the least, right? Seeing how this map plays out. Actually, I was surprised that the flash of Shadow worked. And Poker played it as if he knew that map, right? So, round 2. On the board, Timechasers, they did win their force buy after having lost the pistol on Mirage, so they're hoping for the same success here. But JL, well, I mean, he's not even expecting shots, that's the problem. But Askew is, as he gets the opening kill in this round. In the meantime, it's a triple stack actually for... Literally triple stack. Jesus, it's like they know this map already. It's like they've practiced Timechasers. Nice to see, most definitely. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first competitive play, at least in the Baltic region, of Vertigo. As Displex, what is he trying to do here? That naughty guy. Does he see the legs? It seems like no, because JL has definitely shown his position, but I'm doubtful whether... Yeah, now he sees them. So his position has been compromised, JL. He's still learning to get used to this map. You can see from his positioning, but the Molotov, it has... Again, he doesn't expect his opponents coming from those positions. That's why he's sitting in positions like that. It was a pick by the Latvians, by the way, this map, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing surprises like these. Pokerface will try to jump in. He jumped in quietly, but it was passive approach. He should get the kill, but he doesn't. Pokerface. Oh, he does get sprayed down. Shadow will fall as well, leaving only Sender alive. Playing behind that box, he does get a beautiful headshot in. He needs one more shot, but he misses. And Displex coming in with another kill. And coming in with another round for his team. It's Timechaser as well. Interesting to see things unfold on Vertigo. Just to say the least. As they're running down ramp towards A this time around. As already Shadow is just literally jumping to his death. I don't think that if you suicide that you get bonus money, so if Shadow chose to jump off the rails, then that decision wasn't a smart one, to say the least, as the bomb has been planted quite easily. And it's so hard to defend if you're CT, right? Like, where do you position yourself? Because this map is so open to be peeked from both angles, right? Same with Askew, he can be peeked from 3 angles right here, so where do you place your crosshair, right? It's a hard and a difficult map to play for CTs. And Askew, I mean, this position even doesn't work here because you can literally see the legs of your opponent, right? So yeah, definitely a map to get used to. Will be interesting. JL. Again, even your crosshair positioning, right? It's not lined up in this map, so... I mean, it can be a big surprise, really, to pick this map. I mean, Nuke previously was that map where, you know, if you think that your opponent doesn't expect that map, you pick Nuke, right? But it seems to be the case that Vertigo is that map right now, because their opponents, they do not have awareness in this map. So it's a first buy round, really, for Timechasers. Pokerface took an aggressive position in this corridor. Throwing down a deep smoke, but now he's decided to line himself up with the box, but he's still sticking to that aggressive position. Obviously, this part of the map will be the most crucial one in every fight, so you can expect a lot of action happening here. Pokerface. Will he peek or won't he? Molotov out. Pokerface will lose out that battle, so it's a lot on Shadow's shoulders right now. And he will get the first kill. In the meantime, Displex gets JL and Shadow will be traded. So again, you 2v4. I'm surprised that they didn't ban Vertigo, really, Timechasers. Now they're left in a map that they do not know how to play. Displex, he feels so comfortable in this map, really. He's just getting headshots and headshots, and another one. Actually, that's an ace for Displex, so it seems that this is the perfect map for him, right? I mean, he got 9 kills in 4 rounds, and in the previous map, he only got 6, so, you know, that tells you the story, right? For Team Titan and for Displex especially, it seems that he is used to pugging and to crazy maps like these. So again, it's a triple boost to scope out a ramp. It's Shadow, one on the boost, and he can pounce, and he does. He gets the first kill, but it's a wooden wall, so he will be wall banged. But now they want to boost again, it seems. Will it work? That's a question. It actually does a bit. Sender will see through the smoke. But he decided to jump away, though that was a mistake by him, and well, Carlos will find him right now. JL's position has been compromised as well. It's like, you know, the moving itself, it's eerie, really. They're not used to this map, to say the least, and it's gotta be a nuisance for them, as their position should be compromised. But the Molotov, it was thrown quite poorly, and Sender will have an opportunity to take an AK into his hands, and all his enemies, they have to hurry. And Sender has already rotated towards B, and well, that might be a good decision for Sender, as he does have an AK in hand. The question is whether his opponents will be expecting him sitting in this position. Sender, what an important kill to get here. I will remind you once again that he is the newest addition in this Timechasers roster. Sender now 1v1, a very important battle to win. 5 bullets on him, and he will lose out that battle to Nopper. Such an important fight to win. It was sad to see that Ask, if I'm not mistaken, just peeked it so low. He could have waited for his teammate and then peeked together, but that wasn't the case. Yeah, 5-0 is the scoreline. Timechasers, they will have to take a timeout, a tactical one, it seems. How do you even approach this map, right? That's the biggest question. If you're terrorist, right, that's not in your problem. You can just rush, gun down, all that stuff. But if you're CT, how do you position yourself, right? I mean, we saw some smart boosts from Timechasers, right? They've boosted to peek from ramp, they've boosted on the box on A. But other than that, how do you position yourself on bomb sites? How do you position your smokes, your Molotovs, right? It takes a huge proportion out of the game. Because Timechasers, the reason that they won Mirage was because they've managed to because they managed to throw nades properly, right? Because they managed to make utility as, you know, their main priority, right? But this map, it seems that they're not comfortable as they would be comfortable on Mirage or on Cache or whatever, right? On those map, Cache is out of the map pool, so never mind. So on Inferno especially, Timechasers are really comfortable on Mirage and Inferno, right? So again, it's interesting to see how this thing plays out as Shadow. He's within up on this corridor. Askew trying to scope out that boost. Sender, he got himself a first kill. Shadow now. His reactions will be tested. His reactions haven't worked out for him as Elvis gets a quick trade in. Poker face at the right time, at the right place. Gets that kill, but he's only left with 7 HP, so he does have to back away. Again, they lose out one person once again. JL, he will stay on bomb side A, but it's an attack on B. It's about to take place. Shadow, once again, out of position, and Shield will get the better of him. Leaving only JL 1 against 2. How much can this guy do? Oh, he should get the bomb planter, but Shield, yeah, most definitely hurt his opponent. And it's round 6 for Titan. Not good enough for Timechasers. Definitely, they've seen time and time again. They've seen out of place, out of aim, you know, stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see. So, round 7 is upon us. Definitely a good start for Titan. As Timechasers, they do invest fully in this round, but Displex, he gets another kill for himself. JL finally finds himself a double. He was lacking in this round so far, in this matchup so far, not the round. It's a 3-on-3. And the bomb is making its way onto A. Sender, he does have a full set of utility, so he can just molly or nade the bomb site. Tries to do so. Maybe a little bit too late. His opponent did manage to plant the bomb. However, Shadow will try to peek together with JL. Shadow gets a double, leaving only Elvis alive. 1 against 3. 2 should be expected to come in from Ram, but it's JL getting the trade. Finally, around on the board for Timechasers. After a long time, they managed to crawl back after the old dogs of Timechasers, JL and Shadow, do get a triple and a double respectively. So finally, they got around to the board. Timechasers took them long enough. But obviously, while this map hasn't been studied as well as, you know, Mirages and Infernos and whatnot, it will be way more difficult to play on CT side rather than on T. And again, they just do not expect Elvis to even be at that position, right? Now he'll be caught off guard. Shadow, oh my, he just almost whiffed that one. At least regaining back some confidence in this round. Askew, he will get one, but he will have to back away. But once again, this is the positioning that, well, it's not friendly to you, right? Because you can get beat from both of the angles, and Shield will get a double once again. And Team Titan, they are on round 7 as Timechasers. Well, they do have decisions to be made, as the majority of them do not have enough money to conjure up a full buy with AKs and smokes and whatnot. His Shield is actually lining up a smoke, which can be seen here. It's a wall of smokes actually for Team Titan. Yes, they're trying to play aggressive JL. Not got a kill with his aggression. Pokerface will have to back away from doors as well. Another kill coming in for Shield. Shadow boosted up. Oh, Elvis. Well, he learned his angles. Naughty from Elvis. That guy definitely played on the map many times to have his position and his crosshair set up right. 8-1 is the scoreline really, and if Timechasers, I have no idea why they decided not to ban Vertigo, right? I mean, it's way better to play Overpass, Nuke even, or Inferno rather than playing Vertigo, as it seems that definitely they're not in their best form on this map. So they do get 1 kill. That's successful for them. Pokerface, he will have to back away as his opponents are chiming in from corridor. Shield gets another kill. And again, it's that defense on bomb side B that is just not working out for them. Canvas is trying to lurk around A. Doesn't even matter as Sender is the only guy left here. After this round, they should be reset, or at least, well, reset onto an eco. The Lithuanians, as Sender 1 against 3. What can he do in this scenario? It seems that he can do nothing, as he will be found by Carles once again. 9-1 is the scoreline. A devastating result so far. But I don't even know if I want to put as much blame on Timechasers because it's a new map, right? It's not Inferno, it's not Mirage. Maybe they're not used to it. Like, deciding from their positioning and their overall chemistry on the map, it seems to be the case that, well, they're just not ready just yet for this map. Sender is just trying to bait out Elvis right now. We'll decide to nade him down at the end. Even only Pokerface alive. It will be interesting to see whether Timechasers put up a dominant performance on their terrorist side as the Team Titan. Because as I said before, if you're not used to playing this map, then it most definitely will be more difficult to play on CT rather than on T. So it's another smoke that this time has failed for Shield, as he didn't pop all of the windows. In the meantime, this Plex once again getting the first quick entry kill. And like the time that these rounds are finishing at are really quick, right? So it's not like Mirage or Inferno where teams, you know, just wait for 30 for 40 seconds to gain map control or something. This is just, you know, a casual gameplay really. No team play, whatever, just people running down and gunning down like this, really. Without a flash or anything, they're just peeking raw. So yeah, definitely a map that teams need to work on, it seems. Because you can't even blame Timechasers. If they were losing on Inferno or on Mirage like that, then it would be a shocker, right? Then it would be a thing to be considered. But now in Vertigo, they can just know that they can ban Vertigo, right? It's the first time we're seeing Vertigo being played on the Baltic Esports League, and it seems that it's so far definitely a T-sided map. Because in Mirage we saw a completely different story and a completely different picture, right? But well, this map doesn't seem to be the same. Pokerface now. An interesting smoke in front of him. Sender and Pokerface trying to fend off the sides respectively, but Sender is left all alone on bomb side A behind the blue box. Shadow will be found from corridors once again. Sender gets one, but he will be traded instantly. Once again, a round with no real promise from Timechasers. Simple aim duels. I do not like to, you know, spectate CS like that, where it's not flashes, where it's not nades, where it's not team play. It's literally just people running down in a new map like that, in a new environment, and just gunning down people. It's not CS, it's more like CSDM or something, right? More of a deathmatch than a proper competitive play. So running up the corridor, its Displex is already proven to show some decency in entrying, as Shadow has finally found himself a good position to peek from with his op. As he gets the opening kill for his team. Definitely a steep mountain to climb for Timechasers on the second half, but it's not over yet, so at least they should have some dignity left if they do get these last 2 rounds on the board. As Shield is lighting himself up with the Molotov. Lastly, we'll just literally forward behind the box. Easy peasy, right? As the side is smoked off JL. Finally, some good positioning from Timechasers. It seems that it took 13 rounds to learn proper positioning for them. They have decent weapons, obviously. But once again, you can blame the Latvians in this round, really, because they didn't throw any flashes or whatever. They just tried to peek raw, maybe a couple of Molotovs, right? They did smoke off the choke points, however, they peeked without any flashes, so surprise, surprise, they peeked all alone. So that was the end result. As Poker Face mollies down stairs, and both JL and Shadow, they take literally the same positions which have worked the previous round. JL, there we go. Finds himself a hole in the door. A minute and 10 left on the clock. Askew, he's in a world of trouble right now, but it's his teammates JL together with Poker Face who are chiming in right now. JL cannot seem to find the kill. This time around, his spray down really let him down. And Carlos 2 against 4. Thing is that for Team Titan, that they lacked pace in these previous 2 rounds, and maybe that's the reason why they haven't performed as well as they did previously. Both Shadow and Poker Face will close things out in this first half, chiming in with 2 kills. As we see, Shadow actually sitting with 11. JL is struggling on this map, as we clearly see, only 6 kills for him. In the meantime, Team Titans Displex together, or do you have to reconnect? The classic scoreboard bug, right? So yeah, back in action, just in time in the pistol round. Shadow, he does have a smoke and a Molotov, and it seems to be a quick round up the stairs onto bomb site B. Such quick pace, really, when this map is being observed, and I wouldn't be even surprised if Timechasers managed to win this map, right? Because we do know, talked before, that the T side is definitely easier, and we can just spectate the beautiful fall of Askew right now in this deep and dark world. It's gonna be a beautiful sight to see, right? That falling of a dead person through 51 floors. Okay, that's dark. Never mind. Let's get back into the game. 4-12, pistol round 1, easy peasy. The Timechasers literally just running up towards bomb site B in a matter of 5 seconds, right? Poker Face will find another kill. It's a full eco for Team Titan. And as they will take a timeout after this round, maybe it's a technical one, maybe it's a tactical one. You never know. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this map, the Latvians, especially with a proper buy, right? Because if I were a terrorist, I would just literally gun people down towards B, as it seems, from stairs and from corridor. Good luck defending that, right? It's difficult to play this map, obviously. Both of the teams, they did try to prepare for this map, perhaps, obviously, but obviously their preparations weren't enough As we do see, it's just too easy to break down. Too easy to break down if you're the terrorist squad. So they did force up this round, 4-4s and AUG, and what aggression coming in from the Latvians, and that aggression has worked perfectly for them. As JL is stuck now in T-spawn together with his teammates, as Pokerface is trying to make his way onto corridor, but the problem is that the CTs are already close in T-spawn, and maybe that's what lacked for Timechasers on their CT side. They didn't show aggression, especially on stairs. So maybe that's the reason. Scarless will find another kill. And it's a very important round actually to find if you're Team Titan. Because the first gun round to win really reshapes the economy for your enemies, and knowing the situation that Timechasers are in right now, the thing is that they don't have really enough rounds to give away, but they do have enough money to buy in this round. 5-13 is the score. And once again, we'll see how this round shapes up. 5 HAs, they will try to move still towards bomb side A this time around, finally. A difference in their strategy, it seems, as they've sent them at least one person in the name of Pokerface on to B. So go towards A, but they're not expecting the player on boost, and Elvis will get such a simple triple kill there. You have to pre-fire those angles if you're Timechasers, but 3 of them literally died without pre-firing that boost, and Shadow will have troubles of his own right now. That 1 pixel, man, you have to hit it. Otherwise, 3 of your people go down, right? Shadow will plant the bomb. The Molotov will burn them alive, leaving only Pokerface alive. 1 against 3, a difficult task ahead of him, but he does get 1. He needs to clutch this one out right now, Pokerface. The newest member of Timechaser Squad, he does get 1. And it's a 1v1 right now, and he does get the 3rd. There we go, it's a quadra kill for Pokerface. That's the round that Timechasers desperately needed. In crises like these, you need somebody to shine, and Pokerface, the newest addition of this Timechasers roster, he does definitely shine brightly. As Titan, they have decided to eco that round out. And they want to be aggressive once again. Pokerface, does he know any smokes on this map? I'll be surprised. Trying to line themselves up. Let's look where the smoke pops. You need to pop windows first, Poker. You need to pop windows first. Otherwise, smokes are gonna land like it landed that time. So 1 minute and 10 left. JL boosting on the head of his teammate. Not finding anybody, but from the trails of the pistol shots, he does have a sense of where his opponents are at, but nevertheless, the Lithuanians are moving on towards bomb site A, coming in from ramp. And this, behind those boxes, man, that can be a dangerous position to say the least, and it is. It got 1 kill. Shadow, he needs to shine right now. Oh, look, behind you, it's Elvis and Carlos right now. They are stuck, Sender especially, and it's only JL 1 against 1. What can he do? What can he even expect, right? Nopper will have to peek at him, and he won't get the kill. JL, a very important one to find here. Obviously, it's a lot of damage on their economy, Team Timechasers, but at this time around, it's just the kills that matter for them. So, 7-13 is the scoreline. Team Titan are on the bye once again. They're trying to show aggression on the staircase on B. Nice JL. That smoke, it just covers things off nicely. And there's Bonin not to, but that smoke, well, did it work or not? It actually didn't. The way that he wanted it to, at least. And JL, he's wiggling. He wants to do something crazy. Smoking up the side. We're on a deep molly. In the meantime, the majority of his team are trying to move on towards bomb side A as JL. He does get the 1 kill on B. Forced on rotation from the Latvians, as an execution should be commencing real quick, as they've popped all of the windows. Timechasers. This time we see more of a slow and methodical approach. But will this strategy of going towards A work out for the Lithuanians? As Elvis, well, we know how much damage this guy can do, as JL will be found. And Elvis right now, he can throw a deep Molotov. He mollies himself actually. Elvis, that's not smart. He'll back himself away, but he's lagging it seems, and that lag definitely won't help him. Really have time to plant the bomb. They will actually no. 10 seconds left. They have to hurry up right now. Ask you, will you have enough time? This place can literally win this round for them if it does, but it's not won already. But this place might do it, and it does. What a beautiful double kill here for the Latvian. As it does get a very important clutch in for Team Titan. And it seems to be the case that, as I talked about previously, how clutches are very important in this map. Those 1v1 scenarios. And now Timechasers, they do have a decision to be made. As majority of them, they only have $3,000 in their pockets. Not enough for AKs, but enough for pistols. Question is, how well can the pistols work in this map? The third map, I will remind you, dear viewers, is gonna be Dust 2, and by the looks of things, we should be expecting that map. As Team Titan, they do have a technical difficulty with Elvis, who is experiencing problems with the ping. As you do see, he has 500, and it's only going up for Elvis. Now it should be going down, as it seems now. Elvis, well, definitely problems with his internet. But yeah, if we do reconcile on the map itself, Timechasers have decided to go towards A more often than not, and it's not seemed to work out for them, as it was the case at the previous round. Well, yeah, it was a 2v1 scenario, but they were really boxed in, so it was maybe even a favorable scenario for the CT to win that 1v2 and for the terrorists to hold on to that bomb site, right? And it seems that Elvis will I have no idea when he will fix his internet, but it seems that he's living in Siberia or somewhere, because, well, his ping is just off the roof. But we can admire the beautiful models, the beautiful models of the CTs in the meantime, the FBI logos and stuff like that. But yeah, looking at Vertigo, the 22 rounds, the 21 rounds that we did see so far, thing is that it's very fast paced, right? I mean, you can see action in like 5 seconds in the whole map, because the angles are just so close, the bomb sites to the spawn points. You could definitely, if you compare it to Cobblestone or whatever, and then I mean, it's not even comparable, right? In Cobblestone it takes you at least 20 seconds to get from your spawn point to a bomb site if you're a terrorist, right? But on Vertigo, it's literally just jumping on the stairs and just pushing in towards A, right? So, yeah. Interesting map to say the least, and so far, at least for Timechasers, their city side hasn't worked out at all, and that might be their wrongdoing in this map, because they didn't play it aggressively enough. Their positioning was quite bad, really. Their crosshair placement wasn't as good as well, so yeah, most definitely not the best map for Timechasers, and next time they should learn, right, from their mistakes. So yeah, hopefully the internet fixes for Elvis. It seems that it did, so we should see action being brought upon us once again. Yeah, there we go, that's the unpause. 7-14 is the scoreline. A half buy for Timechasers. They're hoping and they're expecting that the pistols work, otherwise they will be hoping for a miracle. Team Timechasers, 7-14 is the scoreline. We'll see how does the pistol work. So far it's not working out nicely, right? Because the M4s are prevailing through that door. Leaving only Shadow and JL alive. Shadow will be found, leaving JL on 10 HP. So yeah, overtime scenario is the best that Timechasers can hope for right now. As JL, he will be found by Nopper. 7-15 is the scoreline right now. And we'll see whether Timechasers bring us another miracle or not, as they did manage to force an overtime when the scoreline was 6-15 if I'm not mistaken. So if they continue in that manner, should be an interesting game to watch. Poker Face, he will be found and traded by Karolis. Yes, he did get an opening kill, but that man advantage was not to be for Timechasers. As Shadow, he's moving on from ramp as well. They've split up in duets, Timechasers. Shadow and Sender. We have managed to find the kill on bomb side A, and his teammates are deciding to rotate quickly towards that bomb side, but the CTs have definitely taken their time to rotate. Rotation didn't work out. Displex got one kill, but will they decide to save? It seems to be the case for Team Titan. 8-15 will be the scoreline as well. Once again, it's the individual kills that have found their ways for the terrorist side. Once again, literally just catching your opponents off guard and off position without any flashes or anything, just individuality. But they will need a lot of individuality, Team Timechasers. 8-15 is the scoreline. 7 more rounds in order to bring this one into overtime. JL is just jumping out. Oh no, JL, don't do it! Okay. The spawn point provided him to be alive and well. So there we go. 8-15 is the scoreline right here. Team Titan, they do have enough money to buy up fully in this round. And Nopper will be the one to peek aggressively and scope out round, but he won't see anybody as Poker Face tried to make his way onto from corridor, but it didn't really work out for him. Nopper took his position, boosted on the blue box. Sender with a flash out, didn't really flash anybody, as it missed entirely, as corridor has been smoked off. JL, he's trying to get used to his surroundings. Trying to jump off, aren't you? Interesting from JL. Sender. And we expect the majority in the CT defense where his crosshair was placed. I really expect this guy in the box. He will, but he will be killed off by Shield Pokerface with a trade, but not such a quick one. 7 HP left for Pokerface and 40 seconds are left on the clock, so the turrets, they must hurry. 30 seconds right now left. And they had that problem on the previous round where they lost. And Askew, he will try to make it a nuisance out of his opponents, but Edvis found a very important kill onto A, where Timechasers are heading at, but JL finds a beautiful kill actually, but he will be left all alone. 1 against 3 to clutch this one out, to force this one into overtime, but it won't be the case. And we will be moving on to map 3, Vertigo. The map pick of Team Titan went in their way, and everything will be settled at Dust. The classic map for a third one, for a decider. It will be interesting to see how does the team prevail. So for Timechasers, Pokerface once again with 17 kills, Sender with 16. So the new boys of Timechasers, they've definitely played nicely. However, it's basically the wrong knowledge, or the lack of knowledge per se, on Vertigo that has decided this scoreline and this output. So 16-8 they lose. Vertigo 16-9, Timechasers 1 Mirage, and now everything will be settled on Dust. So in a couple of minutes, dear viewers, we will be right back.
I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there. It's strange, I know. Like chasing Time is unfair, 'cause I know you're out there somewhere, patient, waiting unaware, feeling like your grip might slip too soon. But I'm running, chasing speed and gunning. I'll be right there all of a sudden. I feel your heartbeat lead me straight to you. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me. It's like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there.
You know I can't forget it. I try to move on, but you're the one that I dream about. I sit alone in my room, drawing up pictures of blue skies. We've been apart for so long, I'm always replaying all the pictures and memories stacked up in my head. I wish I could let you go, I wish I could just forget you. I can never shake you off. You're stickier than my super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get rid of you. I'm never shaking you off. I don't wanna shake you. My friends are saying move on. I know I don't belong in this fantasy world I put you and me in. I cover up all my ears, 'cause I know, baby, it's working. It's working. Never shake you off. You're stickier than the super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get rid of you. I'm never shaking you off.
So it's the decider, dear viewers, welcome back. You're greeted by me, Lisvunas, and we're spectating Baltic Esports League BESL.PRO Division. Team Timechasers facing off against Team Titan. I will remind you, if you have just tuned in, that Timechasers, they did win the first map, which was Mirage, by the scoreline of 16-9. And they lost against Titan on Vertigo, which was the Latvian team pick, by the scoreline of 16-9 as well. So, it will be interesting to see how does the third map unveil. Obviously, I cannot really commentate as much on Vertigo because both of the teams really have seemed ill-prepared or misprepared on that map. Because, well, obviously it's not out for a long time, so it's no big surprise that neither of the teams were really prepared. It was more of a run and gun type of scenario than than anything else really, So so far it's a timeout for both of these teams because Elvis is continuing to have problems with his internet. So yeah, obviously the new change in this matchup was that both members of Timechasers, the new ones in Sender and Poker Face, they have really performed well in those both maps. Maybe in Vertigo they were still amongst the leaders, at least in frags, right? But on Mirage they played well, right? Mirage will be the setting point in evaluating the performance of Timechasers, because I just did not want to get into Vertigo. I'm still surprised that they didn't ban Vertigo, but yeah. Thing is that they played really well, and I like that performance from them. So Elvis is back in the server. Hopefully his ping is fixed. By the looks of things it is, so he should be, the pause should be ending real soon. But yeah, both of the members, both Sender and Poker Face, they've tuned into the squad quite nicely, especially considering that it is their first official map, so they haven't had much time to practice, right? Because it was like, what, 1 week before the previous match, right, in BESL, so yeah. Once again, we're back this time around. It's map 3, it's Dust 2. Timechasers haven't had the best record on this map, but they had shown, well, glimpses of hope and glimpses of proper play. We'll see if that's going to be the case on this map as well, as it's the pistol round and Timechasers are starting things off on their CT side. Sender with a couple of flashes and a Molotov should help his team out with a flash when the time comes. But Poker Face will not notice anybody just of yet. He will decide to back away. In the meantime, the majority of the Latvians are moving on to a short. Sender will be dinged down, however. He did get 1 kill, and now he will have to throw his flashes out. But Elvis gets a very important kill onto Askew. Sender in a very difficult scenario right now, as even one more member of his team drops, and it's only Shadow left. 1 against 4, not much that he can do. Should be gunned down quickly. Unfortunate once again that short wasn't defended as well as they could have. They've decided to stick it to a triple man stack onto a long. Nobody scoping down middle, nobody watching towards short. So now deagles across the board for Timechasers. It worked on Mirage, will it work on Dust? So Poker Face and Askew and Sender, the triple stack was massacred by Disc Flex Mac 10. JL will be the only man standing on the bomb side on elevator. He should have been seen, right? No, he was not. And will he actually ninja defuse this? Oh, JL. How unfortunate for the guy. He only gets 1 kill out of this affair and leaving Shadow alive. He does want to save his deagle, I hope. He should be sticking to his position. So, another round on the board for Team Titan. No big surprise here. It was unfortunate that Timechasers. 3 of them just lost it out horribly, and Elvis is just continuing to have problems, man. 500 ping for the guy as well, so wouldn't be okay, Shatter. Wouldn't be surprised if they take another timeout, Titan, because yeah, they do have a problem. I'm surprised that this server doesn't have like a limit on timeouts, right? But yeah, he's having a problem, Mr. Elvis. 500 ping on him. It's even getting bigger and bigger. Unfortunate for the guy. Definitely unfortunate for Elvis. Has shown glimpses of hope, really, of decent play, right? From especially on Vertigo, his positioning and his crosshair placement was really on point, and perhaps the best one out of every single player on the server, at least on Vertigo. But obviously, you cannot play with 500 ping, so he's just trying to wait it out. But it seems that he needs to restart his router or something, because he's still stuck on that 500 ping nightmare. Timechasers, obviously, they did not have enough money to buy fully, as they've invested into Deagles. They didn't flash out on a long, so that was the surprising point for me. I expected that they could have played better, but they didn't. They didn't decide to throw a flash or whatnot. But yeah, dear viewers, don't forget, obviously, to look up Timechasers webpage if you haven't yet. It is fully launched right now. If you want to see some articles, some interviews with the players themselves, I had the honor to interview those guys. Fun interviews, really, if you want to look at them. Interesting ones to watch, especially the one with JL. But yeah, obviously you can see other articles about esports, about the latest news in esports and in Timechasers journey in CSGO. In the meantime, we're still waiting for Elvis to join back in the server. Finally timed out, but the question is for how long? I mean, they do have the right to ask for how much time are the technical pauses allowed to be, Timechasers, but it's just a matter of sportsmanship, I bet. At this point, they want to be friendly with their opponents, which is nice. You need and you want to see sportsmanship on a big scale. I wonder why they made these streets, man. Crazy. Look at the mountains here. Yeah, we'll probably just lay down some music on you, so it wouldn't be as dull to wait for the Latvian member Elvis joining back on the server.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So yeah, we should be back in action. Hopefully Elvis has fixed his problems for good right now. It seems to be the case that he's only with 45 ping at the moment, so that's good enough, right? And he did reconnect with his AK, and also the economy won't be lost, which is fortunate for Team Titan. In the meantime, Timechasers, they have just upgraded pistols and not much more. A couple of flashbangs for Pokerface, and he actually did make quite a journey from a long, and he can gather a lot of information for his team right now, as he does see 3 opponents in the middle, and he does get a double kill here for Pokerface. Really important, but they do need to chime in with more Timechasers, and he do shout out. He does get a kill with a pistol sender now. Oh, but it's so unfortunate that he peeks at that time. And they're trying to box their opponents in. JL, he needs to get a shot, and he does get the headshot. We'll back away from shield. It's as if he knew where his opponent was. He did see the bomb, JL. So now shield. He will actually manage to go all the way from a short and plant the bomb in the smoke. So it's a 3v1, which definitely favors the guy with the AK and Kevlar, right? Flash is out. Shield. Well, he'll have to peek 3 angles at once, it seems. But it doesn't matter, as JL, he does get a kill. And once again, it's Pokerface, man. Maybe it's fortunate for him that his opponent did not check behind. They did not check for the flank from a long. But the thing is that Pokerface got the double headshot and the double kill when he needed to. So that was very well played from Timechasers, as well as JL. He got a very important headshot. He didn't miss that shot. He didn't butcher it. He gave that shot away, and obviously it worked out perfectly for Timechasers, as they do get the first round on the board. And that round was won with the help of the Eagles. And what is this? It's a double op scenario for Team Titan, and actually a scout as well. JL should hear those shots from the wooden doors quite perfectly. He does lag Elvis. Well, Discplex is moving on deeply towards B tunnels. And again, a very interesting approach from the terrorists to have 3 snipers in this round. Whether that slow approach works or not is gotta be the answer real soon, I guess. There's only a minute is left on the clock. But Timechasers, they do not want to move. They're playing this one out very passively. And JL is the only guy twitching. The opper for Timechasers. He does throw down a molly. Wooden door sender. And getting his position known. Nopper just want to win the battle against JL in middle. Such an important one. He doesn't have Molotov, but oh, he has a good angle, but he misses a shot. Such an important shot to hit for JL, and he misses it. So now it's an execution towards bomb side B, and well, it's only Sender defending it. So unfortunate if he loses that one. JL gets the first shot away. Sender, he needs to hit those shots right now. He doesn't get a double, maybe a triple, and he does. Sender, he shines at the most perfect time that he can for his team. So important for him to get that triple kill. Deny the bomb plant. And deny Team Titan a chance of winning that round. As they get themselves a second on the board, lose and only shatter in that round. Meaning that they can build a bank for themselves as Titan. They will be forced onto an eco. 3 Glocks, a Deagle for Carles, and it's Nopper with the up. Shadow already getting the first kill, spraying down his opponent from tunnels as Nopper is moving to that area. He wants to get more, but has decided to back away. It should be around for Timechasers, but you can never write off the Desert Eagles, as Timechasers have shown on round 3. They're trying to make their way onto A short, and it has been an Achilles heel for Timechasers so far in this affair. Sender is preparing a flash for his teammate Pokerface. He needs to throw the flash quicker right now, but it doesn't flash anybody really. Pokerface, you will have troubles. Sender will only get 1. And Nopper is still with the up, so you don't want to over peek him. He does have 8 HP, but he does have that AWP. 30 seconds on the clock. Nopper, he can save that up actually, because the thing is that his teammates are still gonna buy the next round, so saving this up would be nice for him. And Shadow, he just might overpeak. Elvis will get a simple headshot in. You do not want to overpeak in these scenarios, and it just might be an indication for Timechasers that you don't want to peek this. You just want to let your opponents save their weapons. And that they will manage to do. Elvis and Nopper, both of them saving weapons. So the op is still in play. In round 6, it has been given away to Shield, the main upper of Team Titan, who hasn't got a kill yet in this affair. As did Askew, no kill so far for him as well. JL trying to bait out a shot from Shield, and he did so. Moving around with his bayonet. Should have heard the trail shots. Backing away from the flash right now is JL. Should be the first point of action in this round. So far an equal approach to this game, as Sender and Askew are both watching that A short angle. Askew has a difficult task ahead of him. He needs to hit those shots. JL is not fazed by the shots of the terrorists near doors, as the Latvians are with not a lot of time left, so they do have to make a decision on which side do they want to go. 40 seconds are left, and it seems to be another mid-split. JL is not peeking just yet, but he will back himself away. And this time around, it's actually a very important headshot for Displex. Oh no, JL. Oh, such mispositioning from him. He should have expected his opponent coming in that fast from doors, and well, it's just unfortunate for Team Timechasers, and especially Shadow. I'm really surprised that he just died so quickly and so easily. Without any fight, he was just killed from long range and tunnels. Very unfortunate for Shadow that time around. And it's gonna be the third round for Team Titan, as they will equalize the score. Although the majority of Timechasers will still manage to save their weapons, which is really important. Because their economy is not in the best of shapes. Only 2 people having more than $5,000. So they will have to drop weapons for their teammates. And will Shadow invest into an op? Yes, he will. We'll see how does this round unfold, because so far it seems to be a very close affair. Shield this time around. He's in middle. He's in A-log, I'm sorry. Not scoping middle. In jail, he's just being on tap with the ops. Might be found, but that cat smoke is really saving him. But it has given entry and given the entrance towards a short where basically all of the Latvians are holding that angle right now on Poker Face. Such an important duel to win, but Karlis will just annihilate his head, and it's a quick rotation. Should be coming in. Sender cannot hit those shots. Obviously it's hard, and well, another round on the board it seems. Team Titan. Timechasers cannot get a break. It seems that they lose a person very quickly and easily, and then, well, we know what that brings. So, once again, they will be forced to save their weapons, Team Timechasers, as they will, for the first time, not for the first time actually, they have trailed before, but obviously in the scenario that they are in right now, it'll be more difficult to buy, but yeah, they still should have enough money to buy. And they will, Team Timechasers. It's very important that they do save those weapons. It's letting them have more fighting chances along the road. So Team Titan right now, basically what they're doing is just getting quick entries. Those 1-2 kills, that's over. And that's it. No way can Timechasers fight back 3 against 5 in a retake. So the only positive to take is that they saved the weapons. An interesting boost right now happening in short. JL trying to scope down tunnels, but unfortunate for him, he's left Shadow all alone. And once again, Shadow, man, he's just getting killed too easily. On bomb side B, he's not giving his opponents a fight on that bomb side. And again, it's a question for Timechasers whether you want to give away the round or you want to try and retake the bomb side. I mean, look at the positioning of this Plex, man. He's just so far away right now. It doesn't seem to be the case that Timechasers want to chase this retake after all, as Shield will get the first kill. Sander, very unfortunate for him to peek window. Poker Face throws down a molly at the worst possible time. Really unfortunate round this time around for Timechasers, as Elvis, I mean, when he starts cooking and when he doesn't have 500 ping, then he really shows what he's made of. Decent performance for Elvis on Dust 2 so far, and well, they have nothing else to do but to save. Timechasers invested into better pistols. The flash hasn't worked. Well, they're forced back once again on bomb side A. Smokes out, quick flashes, 1-2. Should be an easy heading through. He does get one kill with the USP. That'll be all she wrote. Or not, you know, that's one more. That'll be all she wrote for the previously known as individual leader for Team Timechasers. But for now, again, ASCII sitting on 0 kills. Shadow on 3. Shadow was really disappointing to say the least on bomb side B, but now it's the double up system. Sender and JL How will these two players... Oh, there we go. That's important. JL getting that elusive kill. I'm sorry, Sender. I'm just used to saying JL, right? Sender getting a very important kill. Onto a long. Timechasers. Finally, they do have the man advantage. They do not want to waste it right now. Nopper is still scoping things out for a long. Trying to wait for their opponent's aggression. Poker Face has found himself in a good position. Because A short and B tunnels, those were the two main choke points for the Lithuanian team. They're on the CT side. They want to win as many rounds as possible, really. Shadow. Well, he's taking a different route right now. Playing close on that corner. With the help of JL, who falls once again. But Shadow picks at the best possible time. He needs to molly quick and he needs to get out of here, Shadow. He does so. Throwing down mollies left, right and center. Shadow, he needs to hold things tightly. His flash didn't work. But the nade surely does. As Nopper gets another kill. They're in trouble right now. Timechasers, they do have the bomb, so they just have to play for time and be calm. But the bomb has already been planted, so... Oh, Elvis, man. The aim that this guy has is just insane. Askew will get one. And it's all down on Nopper. 1 against 1. Nopper, the upper. Will he shine? Or will he not? Askew, he needs to shine. He only got 1 kill. Nopper switches it to an M4. A molly down. Tunnels. Might be problematic. He's burning alive in the flames. Will he burn? No, he won't. Askew, he doesn't even have time. He needs to stick it. But Askew, he didn't play it as he could have. And it's another round for Team Titan. And once again, it happened on bomb side B. Definitely they need to rework this bomb side because it's just not working out for Timechasers whatsoever. Whether it's JL or Shadow, they cannot hold middle properly. They cannot hold B properly. It should be a wake-up call for Timechasers because they do not have much time left. They played Mirage well, but on Dust, they do have a track record of this map not working out for them, and it is clearly shown why. They do have choke points which are not evasive. They are inevitable, it seems, for the Lithuanian team. And they would be in such a difficult scenario if they do lose out in this match as well, because they would be 0-3. So hopes of going through the playoffs in BESL, they would start to dwindle. They would start to fall. Sender. Oh, he just turns around for the flash at the worst possible time. Very unfortunate. Once again, Poker Face will die as well. Sender. He's in the smoke. He's not dying in the flames, but it doesn't really matter. Shadow with a scout in hand. He does get 1 headshot. Might find 2, but it's only a scout. And only Askew left. AK in hands. What can this guy do? 8 bullets for him. Will he decide to pick this one? He does! He gets one! Will he get the other? Oh, Askew! Oh, dear God! Oh, dear God! Ah, he could've, man. He could've. 8 bullets. He had 8 bullets left. It wasn't enough. Ah, man, if you're Askew, you gotta be kicking yourself. So unfortunate for the guy. And these rounds are so important to win for Timechasers, but damn, it's just not working out for them. And thus too. Crazy to see, to say the least. 3-8 is the scoreline already. You want to get at least 6 rounds on the board in this first half, otherwise it's gonna be a steep mountain for Timechasers. difficult for them. They will have enough money to buy in this round. Sender even had enough money to buy an op, but decided to stick it with a Nog. But yeah, very unfortunate round for Timechasers. They did take a tactical timeout right now to sort things out. So unfortunate for the Lithuanians. The previous round could have been clutched, and if it weren't a Deagle actually, if it were a USP, then Askew most likely would have hit those shots. But it's a Desert Eagle, and when you start to spray with it like a mad man, then obviously you can expect such results. So 3-8, the timeout has ended, and hopefully the streak will end for round wins for Titan as well. Shadow this time around will be the guy with the op, as he's trying to protect tunnels with it. As he did see a big problem would be tunnels. Shield will be naded down to 43 HP, so his aspirations of taking a long will be dwindled, at least so far. Team Titan, you do have the map control, it seems, but it's a triple stack onto B, which might work out, as Shadow has already gotten the first kill. And you should have seen the bomb as well, at least on the radar. Middle doesn't seem to be controlled so far. Sender with the flash out. 30 seconds are left. You do have to hurry, and it's all down to Shadow. Once again, he needs to hit those shots, and he does. He kills Shield, which is very important, and now JL will get the kill. Sender, will he do more? The only guy here in tunnels will be killed by Sender. There we go. A triple stack on B, which actually worked out for Team Timechasers. Obviously, if you look at the financial situation of Titan, it is clear that they will have enough money, probably, for the whole half. So, what strategy will unfold this time around? It's a double play on a long, but yeah, once again, Shadow, he dies too quickly. Without a smoke on tunnels, he peeks from plat. Definitely not a smart decision. JL, he tries to be cheeky right now. Nah, it's just not working out for JL now, is it? Could have been so better. Shield is very fortunate to get out of there alive, but a smart move from JL, just the execution itself didn't work out, and again they're dying on a long and on a short poker face. How much time does he have? The flash will not work. He will try to rotate quickly. You hear the bomb plant. JL. His position has been compromised and Molly used as well. Sender and JL, what can they do? 2 against 3. He thinks his own teammate JL. He dies from the short. Should be over, and it is. 9-4 is the score. Difficult and sad. Poker face, he definitely did a good effort for his team on A, getting the double kill, but his other 2 teammates just literally were stranded all alone. And that was painful to watch. So Timechasers are investing in this round. Obviously they have nowhere else to go at this point. JL is playing very aggressively. But only now he gets the kill. If only he had been faster, they could have had the man advantage. But once again, man, Shadow, he's just not fit to play on B, it seems, because he's just losing every possible fight that he can there. As Shield will find JL, CT is smoked off, and once again, bomb side B will be taken. Sender, he did find 1 kill through the smoke, but what more can you ask for him, right? He's covered with the smoke and with the open hand. Not much that you can do. They do have the fuse kits, they do have flashes and nades. Molotovs. So they have chances to really take the side. Nopper actually kills himself in his own flames. That's unfortunate. They don't have much time, Timechasers, so they do have to chase this bomb site real quickly. Pokerface is trying to flash his own teammate, it seems. He gets one kill, but he needs to get the one quickly and fast because it's not much time left and nobody is defusing. Will they have enough time? Pokerface. I'm crossing my fingers. Oh, just at the nick of time. 0.3 seconds remaining, and will it be the decider in this map? It'll be interesting to see. Just in time for Timechasers. 5-9 is the scoreline. Pokerface, the new addition to the team, clutching this round out. Shadow once again taking a lot of damage. It's just not working out for him. As JL has finally found himself a kill in the middle, which has been a problem for Timechasers as well in this CT half of theirs. As once again, A short is literally open. What is happening in the defense of Timechasers? They're just giving away A short and B so easily. It's really ugly to watch. I mean, literally nobody was watching A short, whether that was a misplay from JL because he did not inform his teammate that somebody crossed onto A short or something. I don't know, but it was definitely problematic, and this round is problematic as well. Ask you 1 against 3. How much can you do, right? Flash out from Milan trying to peek short. He will be found in the middle at the end by Elvis. 5-10. The scoreline after the first half for Timechasers. Definitely a long and worrisome road ahead of them in this affair. We'll have to reconnect real quickly as we do have a scoreboard bug once again. CSGO hasn't fixed that, or Valve hasn't fixed that in like 2 years. That's crazy. So nevertheless, we're back in this game as Shadow is throwing down a quick smoke onto CT. Hello. It's really gonna be bugged like that once again. Jesus, I'm gonna need to reconnect once again. GoTV is having itself a laugh this time around. Should be back into action, and we are. Hearing kills from the pistols. It's actually Shadow with a perfect opportunity to get the double, and he does. Shining in this pistol round. As Timechasers win a very important round for themselves. Otherwise, it would have been not game over, but definitely a knife to their hearts. There's a full E-card is on the board for Titan. Nopper investing into a P250, and it's Carles with a Desert Eagle in hand. Couple of AKs, couple of Mac 10s, and a scout for Shadow. Holding this round passively. Timechasers trying to peek solo that sender. Flash out from jail. Nobody seen so far. He has a smoke ready, JL. And it seems to be the case that they do have themselves ready on a short, but the positioning from Titan might indicate that that's what they were expecting. Flashes out, trying to peek, JL gets the first headshot in, and a second one. Pokerface and Askew, they will mow down their opponents. A clean round, that's also very needed from Timechasers in order to build up economy so that in the rounds where they lack money, they would have the green moolah to invest into proper weaponry. But they will stay with the Mac 10s in this round and with the scout as well. As Shadow will not find anybody crossing through the smoke. Shadow will peek out with an AK in hand. That might actually be a nuisance for Team Titans, Sender loses out a very, very important team duel there. And it's only the MAC 10 players who are left alive. The MAC 10s and the Scouts. For Timechasers, they do have all the utility in the world. They do have a possibility to cross towards middle. And that seems to be the case as Pokerface is throwing that mid to B smoke. Shadow is running down towards tunnels. Try to be a nuisance there. The Molotov definitely didn't help his teammates. Askew gets a very important headshot in, but they need to hurry right now. Shadow with a pistol in hand, he will be the only guy left alive, and his position will be compromised. At his shield, who got two very important kills coming in from CT. And Timechasers, they lost their first round in their second half. And they will have enough money to buy in this round, obviously, and they will invest. A case and one SG. It's Askew with that weapon. Will it be properly used? It's just a matter of time to find that answer out. Sender for a case against a couple of Hamas's. By the looks of it, I mean, their arsenal, well, Timechasers obviously they have the better weapons, but they really have the better positions. Pokerface will not burn from the Molotov. Quite fortunate actually, if you look at it. But he needs to get a flash shot, and the smoke indicates that somebody's playing close. And GL doesn't like that. He wants to peek it, and he does. He gets a 1 kill. But will Pokerface anticipate his opponent? He's playing near the smoke and he doesn't. That's unfortunate, but it gets a very important trade. That's an indication for Timechasers. They do want to hit mid to B. Do they really? That's a very important kill to get on middle, and they do. So it's a 4v2. Smokes in middle. Nothing that they can do. Trying to flank their opponent from both of the sides. Carlos has a very big task ahead of him. He will be killed by Sender. So all in all, a good round for Timechasers. Very important kills in a short. Good reaction times from Pokerface once again. This guy is just definitely a good player and a good addition for this Timechasers roster, as well. In times like these, you definitely do need not only one leader, but perhaps two, for them to shine. So far it's working out perfectly for Team Timechasers, at least at this round, as they did leave themselves with 3 guys alive, not 4. As their economy, it's not in the best of stages. That's what I'm trying to emphasize here, dear viewers, as they want to save as much money as possible and to keep their economy fresh. But if you look at the economy of Team Titan, their economy is definitely not fresh. They will be on pistols, and Shield will be the guy who saved his AUG, and he will try to use it. Good fortune, but Pokerface, he's not phased at all. He's got a double kill for himself, but they're not rushing towards bomb side B, which is interesting. Although Shadow got that kill, so that was just really a matter of time. Unless Discplex will grab a kill or two, that won't happen. Should be a clean round. For Timechasers, the bomb plan as well, leaving only Elvis alive. With the P250 in hand, not much that he can do probably. Best case scenario for him is to save an AUG that his teammate dropped, and that was what Mr. Elvis was hunting for. So 9-11 is gonna be the score. All 5 members will be staying alive for Timechasers, which is also very important, as I've emphasized previously, the importance of economy. As they still want to crawl their way back in this game, Timechasers. We know that they're grinders, we know that they can crawl their way back into games, and hopefully this is gonna be one of them. So important for this team with two new additions to their roster to finally get that first elusive win in the Baltic Esports League Pro Division, and their aspirations of qualifying to the playoffs. Very important for them. Flashes out. Poker face. Once again, he will be dealt a challenge. Trying to peek, but it's a double setup for Team Titan. The Opera has stayed alive in shield, and he has dropped. In the meantime, JL, he is dropped to only 2 HP as he was dinked by Elvis, that fantastic aimer. Definitely the way that he aims is phenomenal. A natural talent, that boy. One of the biggest threats in this Titan roster. 4 against 4. Which side do you want to hit if you're Timechasers? They do have the Opper in shield, where you're spectating along, but a big task is ahead of Discplex. He will need to shine. His position has been compromised, but he only gets one. The bomb should be planted for Timechasers, and it's gonna be a 3-on-3 retake. How will the Latvians take this round about? Nopper is already doing some nuisance. Crossing to elevator. He will be found by JL. Very important. Shield. His position is not the best. Shout out together with his teammate. JL once again shines for his team. A triple kill for JL. And all of those have been so impactful in this round. Will he get the quadra? I doubt so. As Shield has already managed to get himself in a good position. Oh, just seconds. Just a matter of time. Shield gets himself in a good position to get that kill. But overall, definitely JL was the star man in that round, getting a very important triple kill for his team. Fantastic so far for Team Timechasers. So Titan once again, they will be on an eco, and it's a straight B rush. And will Nopper actually capitalize off of this? He will get to. And actually, Displex gets another one. And JL is left only on 29 HP, so really, this B rush, it's not working out for them as JL literally kills himself in the fire. And oh dear God, what a round has been thrown away. A possibility to equalize, and it ended up like that. Unfortunate to say the least. If you're Team Timechasers, well, it's rounds like these, man. It's rounds like these. So unfortunate. That's the first round that they've decided to rush. That's the first round that they were taught a lesson from Titan. Very important double kill, and shield. Flashed or not, it doesn't matter. As he does get the double kill. Sender is burning alive. Didn't have time to switch it to a smoke. And once again, Timechasers. Oh man, they're just teasing with us. It seemed that they could have increased their advantage or even equalized the score, but by the looks of it, it's gonna be a depressing day for Timechasers to lose this match against an eco round. What a sad way to lose. Double op system for Team Titan. The 2 rounds that they've decided to rush are the 2 of the most crucial and most hurtful losses. They've decided to change the tempo, and they will be definitely taught a lesson that they do not need to do that. Double up system, obviously, for Team Titan. They do not need to play aggressive on a short. Nopper will be the one playing towards middle and B. And shield, he does have a good position from car. It'll be hard to battle against it unless you have decent flashes, but that'll be the case. But the upper already shines. He does get the first kill and another one shield. Unfortunate for Timechasers. The bomb is planted, but it doesn't even matter at this point. Shield misses the shot. Pokerface is lucky to stay alive, but his teammate Askew is not. Pokerface missing shots and missing hopes. Sender won't have enough time, and he will just have to back away. Staying with the AK, 10 to 14, $3,000 in their pockets. The majority of them, they do have the possibility to invest into AKs, but that's a question whether they want to do that or not. A couple of AKs, Shadow has decided to invest, but others decided otherwise. Okay, so now all of them invested. So, okay, 3 AKs, 2 Deagles. How much damage will they do? Trying to go for middle control this time around. Timechasers, they haven't had the luxury of doing that so far. But it seems that they're lining up short once again, and again they might fall in the same bear trap that they fell in the previous round, and that's shields up. He got a double kill last time around, and it just might be deja vu for shield. Oh, he actually misses the shot. He misses another one, shield. That's not like him. So a 5v5 retake. Timechasers, they must win this one, and they know it. Otherwise, they're in a deep hole. Pokerface together with Sender. But Pokerface is sitting too deep. And already JL dropped. Sender, the guy from short. But it's the boys from A-Long that are doing much damage. Pokerface, he needs to make this flank quick. He needs to get those kills. Pokerface, he must hit those shots, but he's missing. Then he's missing badly. Oh, it's trying to get the knife, but will they have the time? Displex. Yeah, they will. Oh, just in the nick of time. Ah, it was 1 second. Literally a millisecond. If just for half a second would he delay the action, it could have been a whole different story for Timechasers. So unfortunate, definitely, for the Lithuanians. But at least they have a decent buy this round. 10 to 15. They will need 5 in a row to force this into overtime. Will they have the guts, Timechasers? It's unfortunate that JL has died so early in both of the previous 2 rounds. You need individual leaders, and it was clearly showing that other players, they cannot step up for Timechasers so far. Pokerface has been naded down. Shadow, a lot of damage. 43 HP left on him. And is it gonna be another a short hit? Seems to be the case so far. We do have 3 people towards bomb side A. Team Titan. Shadow's position is important, but it's actually the execution happening. JL getting 1 kill. That's the upper Shadow, the lurk. Getting a very important kill. Getting a second one as well. It's an indication to plant the bomb as ask you to lurk from a long. Clear the angle out, so it's not over yet. Regardless, he will have to save. No other way around it. Carlos is in the world of trouble and he will be gunned down by Shadow. Has picked himself a triple kill this time around. It's definitely important. And really actually have the double op system. Shadow, he does have a good spawn on B, so he might cause some trouble if the smoke is not deployed. And it seems that one of the oppers in the name of Nopper will move towards bomb side B without a smoke. Shadow is trying to expect his opponent from barrel. He's playing deep inside, and if Shadow overpeaks, he might be regretting that. Oh, but he does get a headshot, so important. He does get it on Carlos, and that's an indication towards where they want to go. The smokes are being thrown down, but Shadow is not expecting his opponent who's already near doors. He just might peek through the smoke. He might be crazy. And JL is planning this one quite risky, but the risk paid off. You do not want to lose weapons right now, Titan. They don't have necessities to try and push this bomb side, as the majority of them have already gone towards A long to save. So it's only a matter of Nopper whether he will save the op or not. He won't, but nevertheless they got the information. Timechasers where the rest of the 3 players are hiding. I mean, their economy is not looking great, right? They will have a FAMAS or an MP9 or something in this round, and maybe a Deagle. Definitely not all M4s and not all AUGs across their arsenal. Yeah, we see an MP9 in Carlos' hands, but we know how much damage that boy can do. And he's deciding to boost his teammate up on short. It's a double boost on short, actually. And if that's the strategy, it might work out, because we haven't done so quite in a long time. Shield will be backing away as he found nobody. So 3 rounds. That many is needed for the Lithuanians to force this one into overtime. Will this comeback be actually real or not? Shadow, man, he's just waiting for an offer to pick. Oh, Shadow! Oh, how do you miss those shots? Oh, goodness. These are the game changers. These are the shots that change the game, and I've talked about Carlos and how much damage he can do with the MP9. You can never write off that person. It's clearly shown why. It's the MP9 that opens things up and not the op. Shadow missed a shot of a lifetime there. Misses another one, Shadow. Oh, and a third one. Really expect his opponent from Kai. You need to check those angles. Hello. But he won't. And JL now, he needs to be quick. He needs to get the kill, but he dies. Unfortunately, he'll leave only Askew alive. 1 against 2. He's expecting his opponent from this position, but he will die as well. And that's Shield with the op, closing things out. And Timechasers, unfortunate is the word to sum up this best of 3 series. Definitely for them. So many chances that haven't been used. JL with 19, Shadow with 18. The new boys haven't really shined brightly on this map, at least. But yeah, we can obviously praise Elvis and Discplex, the 2 individual leaders for Team Titan. They did win this best of 3 series 2-1. I will remind you that Timechasers won Mirage 16-9, then they lost Vertigo 16-8, and they lost Dust 16-12. An unfortunate series of events. Definitely the previous in this last round, they could have won it. Really, at times it was just a matter of milliseconds, a matter of sheer moments that shaped the entire game. And that's Counter-Strike for you, folks. Moments like these, the little moments that we don't count, well, they make up the whole game at the end of the day. So, dear viewers, thank you for enjoying this evening of great Counter-Strike with me and with Team Timechasers. Hopefully you tune in into other streams. So, for the time being, it was me, Elise Vunas, and I'm signing off, and until next times.